Hi, I'm Katrina, your Pilates teacher at K Pilates. Welcome to another Pilates session. Today we will work in all fours and prone, which is lying on the front. So let's begin. We start in all fours. So if your knees need a little bit more support, maybe grab a cushion to make that more comfortable. And also if you find tucking the toes under is more comfortable for your knees, do that. Or if not, keep the feet relaxed. Yeah. So have the hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And we'll start with a little cat stretch. So breathe in to prepare, breathe out to round. Breathe in to arch, just to wake the spine up, to start moving. See how that's feeling today. One more of those. Send the heart forwards and then find your neutral. We'll go into a gradual cat stretch. So here we start with the pelvis. So you tuck the tail under first and then gradually roll through the spine until eventually you get to the neck. And then reverse. So again, starting with the pelvis, point the tailbone up and work through the spine, and again eventually we get to the neck. Tuck the tail under first and round bit by bit by bit, and just see how that feels a bit different from the previous version. And here again, start with the tailbone, point the tailbone up, and then gradually let the rest of the spine follow that flow. One more, tuck the tail under. And just breathe as is comfortable. And then stick the bum up. Good. And then again, find your neutral spine pelvis here. We're just going to come into our awareness of that connection between the rib cage and the shoulder blades. And if at any point you need to come out of fours, maybe give the wrist a twirl or something, please do that at any time. So we just want to connect the ribcage up without rounding the rest of the back. So be aware to keep your lower back quite still. And instead just push the neck and the upper back up towards the ceiling, into the shoulder blades without taking the shoulders up to the ears. So the shoulders stay away from the ears. And then you allow the ribcage to sink down towards the floor. Breathe out, push away. And lower down. And ideally keep the elbows soft so they don't push forwards. The elbows look in. One more, please. Breathe in to push up. And then breathe out to find your neutral again. Yeah. We'll go into our lateral arm raises. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, take one arm to the side. Breathe in, place a hand back, soften that elbow. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to return, soften the elbow, go on the other side. Yeah. And just still maintaining that connection of that supporting side. So we avoid letting the body drop down as that support of that second arm goes away. We keep that connection, pushing up. Draw the navel up a little bit. Good, one more. And then place that back down. Good, just come into kneeling, give the wrist a twirl. We will go into box plank, and maybe two choices here. It's really up to you how this is feeling for you today. So I will demonstrate 2 times 5 lateral breaths, but if you're quite happy there, stay there for maybe 10 breaths all the way through. Yeah. So coming back into all fours, Pushing up into the rib cage, softening those elbows, tuck the toes under. Make sure your spine is nice and neutral. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, draw the navel up and lift the knees away. And focus on your breath. 5 here, count for yourself. If you're doing 2 times 5, have a rest in between. Yeah, as I said, really focus on your breath, and that might be different from mine in length. So I'll go for the second 5 lateral breaths. Always start with the center first to float up. Good, and then again, have a rest. Good, maybe take the hands back, send the heart forward, so stretch. Breathe in and out. Good. We'll then come into swimming variations and we'll go through the different layers, starting with the first version and then going through to the second and the third. So coming back into all fours, if you are on a mat, you want to just make sure you can extend the leg fully without getting to the edge of it. It just gets in the way. If you're just on your floor at home, that's also fine. Yeah, so starting with the first version, breathe in to prepare, breathe out to slide opposite arm to leg along the floor, not lifting up. Breathe in to come back, breathe out, go on the other side. And here again, just be aware that you're not letting the body sink down into that space. Yeah. Concentrate on what's supporting you. Concentrate on that supporting arm and shoulder, your center and the supporting side of the hip. Good. We then go into second version, lifting up. So again, first version, slide. Second version, lift, lower, slide, back. So 4 movements, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If in doubt, breathe. If you want a breathing pattern, you breathe in to prepare, breathe out to slide, breathe in to lift, breathe out to lower, breathe in, return. Good. We'll then go and add our curl in. So this is quite a wobbly one. And at any point you can always go back to a previous version if you prefer. So now we have 6 movements. You breathe in to prepare, breathe out to slide, breathe in to lift, breathe out, curl in, nose to knee, breathe in, lengthen, probably have to drop that hip to come into neutral, lower and return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. One more of these. Make sure not to go too high here. And find that nice long line again coming out of that curl up. And return. Good. We'll then come into prone lying on the front. Have a cushion ready for one of the exercises we'll do in a little while. But we'll start with leg lifts. So as always, I'll prop myself up to talk you through the exercise. Relax the head down once you know what we're doing. Yeah, I won't cue any changes. So here you breathe in to prepare, without to lift, breathe in to lower. Lift the leg up, but keep the pelvis on the floor. Draw the navel in a bit. Yeah, so you would have the head relaxed down. Focus on the top of the leg. Yeah, so it's not coming from the knee or from the foot. It's coming from the top of the leg, the glutes. And then see if you can relax the shoulders. Last two. Good. Then we're going to leg lift 2, lifting both legs just about off the floor, and then go a bit faster. Breathe in for a few. And out for a few. One more breath, breathe in. And out. Relax the legs down. Then rotate the legs so the heels come in. And come back to neutral, and rotate in. Here again, focus more on the upper part of the leg rather than the feet themselves. Breathe in, and out. One more of these. Very good. Then grab your cushion to support the head. Have your arms by your sides, palms up. And breathe in to float up, rotate the arms, palms come in. Breathe in to lift, breathe out to lower, relax completely. Good, remember here not to look forwards, you keep the neck long. Three more. Two. Last one. Relax down. We then put those two moves together, so rotating the legs and floating up. Yeah, both at the same time. You breathe in, lift up, rotate the legs, rotate the arms. Breathe out, lower down. Focus on the tops of the legs, not so much the feet. Three more. Two. And last one. And relax down. Good. Then bring the feet as wide as the mat, or just a bit wider if you're not working with the mat, and we'll go into our back extensions. Again, we will work through different layers, starting with the first version, working to the second, and then to the third version, and at any point you can just stay with the version that feels best for you. Yeah? So, have your head on your cushion, arms at 90 degrees, elbows in line with the shoulders. Yeah. So you breathe in, you lift the upper body but keep the elbows on the floor. Don't push the arms down. So at any point you could take the arms away, so it's your back muscles doing the work, but you have got a little bit of support. Yeah. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift. See if you can send the heart forwards, shoulders away from the ears, feet stay on the floor. Good. Either continue with these or lift the arms up with you. Try to send the heart forwards. Again, not looking straight ahead unless you come up to 90 degrees. Good. So either continue with those or add another arm movement to this. So you lift, draw the elbows together, bring the arms to the sides, then lower down. Breathe in, out, in, and out. If in doubt, breathe. Make sure not to hold your breath at any time. Last one of these. Good. Just relax for you. Wiggle the bum from side to side. Release the lower back. Good. And then have the feet back into hip width. Use your arms, your center, draw your navel up. Push yourself away from the floor. Come back into all fours. We're just going to go into a cat stretch again. One more time. Around. And out. One more of these. And then find your neutral spine and pelvis. And then just take a nice deep breath in. And out. And we're done. Hi, if you enjoyed the session, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.